Welcome to the Antigone Dilemma, a classic moral conflict of love and duty podcast. In this episode, we explore the intersections between faith, family, and moral duty. In today's episode, we'll cover the potential connection between Jesus' words in Matthew 10 and the myth of Antigone, the Antigone Dilemma, showcasing how moral dilemmas can result in choosing between two difficult choices, and Antigone's principled act of resistance against oppression. Jesus' words in Matthew 10 verses 34 to 36 are one example of the difficulty of balancing love and loyalty in a divided world. Stay updated on our latest episodes by subscribing to our podcast. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to choose between your own beliefs and the expectations of your family? This is a common dilemma, and it's one that has been explored in literature and even in religious texts. For instance, in Matthew 10 verses 34 to 36, Jesus says that he didn't come to bring peace, but a sword, and that families will be divided as a result of his teachings. This idea of familial conflict and choosing one's own beliefs over those of their family is also present in the Greek myth of Antigone. In this story, Antigone defies her uncle, King Creon, by burying her brother Polynices, who had been declared a traitor by the king. Antigone believed that her brother deserved a proper burial, despite the decree of the king. Antigone's decision to bury her brother ultimately led to tragic consequences for herself and her family. Her story serves as a classic example of a moral dilemma, where one is forced to choose between two equally undesirable options. In this case, Antigone had to choose between her duty to her family and her religious beliefs. Despite the risks, Antigone chose to act on her principles and values. She believed that it was her duty to obey the divine law over the unjust laws of the state. Her decision was not an easy one, but it was a brave act of resistance against tyranny and oppression. So, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you have to choose between your own beliefs and the expectations of your family, take inspiration from Antigone's story. Remember that it's important to act on your values and principles, even if it means going against the norm. It takes courage to stand up for what you believe in, but it's a crucial step towards living a life of integrity and authenticity. Thanks for listening to today's episode, where we explored the concept of choosing individual beliefs over family values, using the myth of Antigone as an example and highlighting the importance of courage and principled resistance. See you guys at the next one, and don't forget to subscribe.